हरे हरे राम 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 हरे
जय
हरे।
श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण everyone. So today is 17th of December. It is Sunday. It is Margashirsha Masa or Keshava Masa and Sukla Paksham and Panchami Tithi. So there are no Vaishnava events today. So we shall quickly enter into Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Brahmana boy, the Shringi, who is the son of Shamika Rishi, so he is speaking to his playmates, the children who are of the same age, and after hearing the news of his father's insult, so with his angry mood, he wanted to punish the king who has done the insult to his father. So when Krishna was here on the planet, at the time Krishna used to punish all these miscreants. Now Krishna is not here in this material world, in the for the naked eyes to see him. So he wanted to punish. Krishne gate bhagavati shastri utpadagaminam tad bhinna setun adya aham shasmi pasyate me bhalam. So look at my power, I am going to punish him. So Shringi is saying to his equal aged children. So likewise, Suta Goswami is saying, and also here Shringi, his mood is very angry. He says that Shringi's eyes with the red hot eyes, and he is speaking to these Brahmana boys and also his playmates. And here, when he was cursing, he touched the water of the Kaushika river. And then his words are just like a thunderbolt words. And he has released that words after touching the water. He has used his curse. So likewise, Sutta Goswami is saying to Savanakadi sages. So we are in the first canto, chapter 18, verse number 36. Iti vuktva roshatam raksho vayasyan rishi bhalakaha kausika apa upasprushya vagvajram visajjaha iti vuktva roshatam raksho. So in this way, the the son of Shamika Rishi, that is Shringi, iti vuktva, he started speaking. Iti vuktva roshatam rakshaha, with red hot eyes due to being angry. Rosha is with angry, tam raksha with red hot eyes. Vayasyan Rishi Balakaha, and unto his playmates, and he is speaking to Vuktva, that is unto his playmates. Rishi Balakaha, the son of Rishi, is saying, Iti Vuktva Roshatam Raksho Vaisyan Rishi Balakaha Kausika Apa Upasprisya. Kausika Apa Upasprisya. Kaushiki is the river Kaushika. Apaha Upasprisya, by touching the water. Apaha is the water, and Upasprisya, he touched the water. It is for the purification of. Whenever we are doing, before chanting the mantra, wash the mouth and cleanse the body as much as possible. And then we touch the japa beads and then we chant. So that is likewise, whenever we are using some words or mantras then we have to cleanse the mouth and touch the water for the purification. So in the past also we have seen number of times Vyasadeva has touched the water, and then he has started the compilation of all the Vedas, and then again he touched the water and then started compilation of Srimad Bhagavatam. So we have seen those things in the past in the Srimad Bhagavatam first canto. So touching the water here, Brahmana he has been trained. So Kausika apa upusprusya vagvajjanam visajjaha, and he has used the words which are like a thunderbolt and threw them directing towards the king. Iti uktva roshtam rakho vaisyan rushabhalakah Kausika apa upusprusya vagvajram visajjaha. Those words are like a thunderbolt, and with purification he has released his words from his mouth. So translation for this verse. The son of the Rishi, his eyes red hot with anger, touched the water of the river Kaushika while speaking to his playmates and discharged the following thunderbolt of words. And purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The circumstances under which Maharaja Parikshit was cursed were simply childish. As it appears from this verse, Shringi was showing his impudency amongst his playmates, who were innocent. Any sane man would have prevented him from doing such great harm to all humanity. By killing a king like Maharaja Parikshit just to make a show of acquired Brahmanical power, the inexperienced son of a Brahmana committed a great mistake. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. This is it is a childish, and if there are any adult supervision, then it could have been stopped. Any sane man would have prevented him from doing such a great harm to all human society. So, but it was not happen. So this Shringi, he wanted to show his puffed up Brahmanical power, and in such a way, the inexperience of Brahmana, committed a great mistake. So further, what he is saying, Iti langita maryadam takshaha saptami ahani dakshanti sma kulangaram chodito me tadadruham. Iti langita maryadam. So in such a way, langita maryadam. So who are crossing the line of the etiquette, langita maryadam takshaha saptami ahani, and the takshaka, the snake bird, takshaka saptami ahani, the seventh day. Saptami is on the seventh, ahani is the day. Iti langita maryadam takshaha saptami ahani dakshanti sma kulangaram, and this takshaka snake will bite. Dakshanti sma kulangaram, and whoever made this langita maryadam, whoever crossed their line, and that is the Parikshit Maharaj. He is a Kshatriya, and so Shringi is rebuking and cursing a king here. So Langita Maryadam here is pointing to the Parikshit that he has crossed his etiquette. Langita Maryadam Takshaha Saptami Ahani Dakshanti, and it will bite him on the seventh day. Dakshanti Sma Kulangaram. Sma Kulangaram. Definitely. So it will bite on the seventh day. Kulangaram. Kulangaram is the wretched of the dynasty. The wretched of the dynasty. Dakshantisma Kulangaram Chodito me Tadadruham. Because he has performed a mistake towards the Brahmana, towards my father. He has showed that one. Choditomi tadadruham. So he is also mentioning, because whenever he is using that curse, he is also putting the reason also why he is using that verse. It is the Brahmana. So he has touched the water and he has put the cause also why he is doing that one. That Parikshit has crossed his etiquette. Iti langita maryadam takshaha saptami ahani. Dakshanti sma kulangaram chodito me tadadruham. And he has made a mistake towards my father, who is the wretched king, and that's why I'm cursing this king that Takshaka snake is going to bite on the seventh day from now. So likewise, he has released his thunderbolt words. Itilangita madhyadam takshaha saptami ahani dakshanti sma kulangaram chodito me tadadruham. So translation for this verse is, the Brahmana son cursed the king thus, on the seventh day from today, a snake bird will bite the most wretched one of that dynasty, Maharaja Parikshit, because of his having broken the laws of etiquette by insulting my father. And purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thus the beginning of the misuse of Brahmanical power began, and gradually the Brahmanas in the age of Kali became devoid of both Brahmanical powers and culture. The Brahmana boy considered Maharaja Parikshit to be Kulangara, or the wretched of the dynasty. But factually, the Brahmana boy himself was so, because only from him did the Brahmana caste become powerless, like the snake whose poison teeth are broken. The snake is fearful as long as his poison teeth are there. Otherwise, he is fearful only to children. The personality of Kali conquered the Brahmana boy first, and gradually the other castes. Thus, the whole scientific system of the orders of society in the age has assumed the form of a vitiated caste system, which is now being uprooted by another class of men. Similarly, influenced by the age of Kali, so one should see to the root cause of vitiation and not try to condemn the system as it is, without knowledge of its scientific value. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So in this purport, Prabhupada is mentioning, so what is the root cause? And here, actually, it is in the Brahmanas, the purity of the Brahmanas, and as long as Brahmanas is leading the society very nicely, then everything will be proper. With the scientific, it has a scientific knowledge, and all the orders of the society will be perfect. Otherwise, when the Brahmanas are not following their Brahmanical rules and principles, when they misuse, then what happens? So gradually, the Brahmanical powers will be slackened, and the Brahmanas are just like a show off, just like a snake without teeth. He is fearful only to the children, just only for the show of the Brahmanas. So when they're like that, then other class of men will come and uproot the entire caste system. So which is happening throughout the world. War of less coming from the very degraded society, less than the Vedic tradition, who are the Mlechas, and they are trying to uproot the high Aryan civilization. So it comes from the purity first. One has to engage himself in the tapasya, then he will become so powerful. One person can change the entire world. Then what if all people of the one country become very pure, what happens to this entire world? If one person is able to do that much of bring the change in the world, what if many people are doing that one? So this one, is also giving, Srila Prabhupada has given this kind of explanation in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. When Prabhupada was writing Chaitanya Charitamrita, so in that, so Prabhupada, one person could change this entire world. But what if there are so many people? At least 10 people are changing. 10 people are with purity, and they try to change the entire world. It would change entire the face of the world. Everything will be, even 1% of the population are pure devotees. That is sufficient, Prabhupada used to mention. So likewise, iti langita maryadam takshaha saptami ahani dakshanti sma kulangaram choito me tatadruham. And here the Shringi, he was showing the reason for his words. His words are Vagvajram Visarjaha, and he has thrown his words towards the Parikshit, so that the Takshika snake will go and kill Parikshit on the 7th day. So Takshaka birds, they are also existing in some part of the world, but they are not visible. They are flying snakes. Okay, so that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. इति उक्त्वा रोषताम्राक्षो वयसान् ऋषिबालकः कौशिकापि उपस्पृश्य वाग्वज्रं विसर्जः इति लङ्घितमर्यादं तक्षः सप्तमी अहनि दक्षन्ति स्म कुलाङ्गरं चोदितो मे तदद्रुहम्. Likewise, Shringi, he has cursed the king. That is from Srimad Bhagavatam. We shall quickly enter into Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today it is letter to Gopala Krishna, November 16th, 1969. It is a small letter only. Can I request any devotees to read this letter?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Can you read? Yes, Hare
Yes,
Krishna
Mataji,
Prabhu.
please.
My dear Gopal Krishna, please accept my
We
blessing.
can't hear you, Mataji.
Okay. Can you hear me now, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Please accept my blessings. Thank you very much for your letter dated November 11, 1969, with enclosed BTG of French edition. Krishna is giving you gradually more and more strength to serve him, just like a wrestler. Simply by practicing wrestling amongst friends, gradually becomes stronger and the body is built up very nicely. Krishna consciousness is exactly like that. The more you serve Krishna, the more you get better strength to serve him. Please remember his valuable advice and you will find it very convenient for your progressive march. The BTG French edition is very nicely done. Even if your endeavor is not always successful, because it is done for Krishna by nature, it becomes nice. We have nothing to do with material considerations. Janardana came to see me about one fortnight ago, and he is also eager to do something in Paris. So be in correspondence with him. I am very glad to learn that Yasodhana's name is given as the editor, and encourage this nice boy more and more. I have received your soul duly, and I have already acknowledged it. It is very nice. I am using it for my dress garments. But regarding the Mayapur center, this is almost settled up that we shall have a temple there. Very soon we shall purchase a piece of land there. So when you return to India, it will be in your charge of constructing a temple in grand scale there. Your ever well wisher, Bhaktivedanta Swami. P.S. I have received the bank receipt of your contribution to the book fund, and thank you very much for this. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you, Mataji. Can you take the points, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu, that's how you become strong to give the service to Krishna, like he's giving example about the wrestling when you do every day, like wrestlings or any physical things, then you can become stronger, like you're doing exercise every day, and then your body become stronger. Same like that, when you do the Krishna service and more if you serve, then you're getting more and more near to Krishna, and you can progress more. So yeah, that you can serve more. And he's talking about the Mayapur, then finding the land, and we can make a big grand temple over there to constructing. Uh, yes, Prabhu, that's the main point about the Krishna, serving to Krishna, to getting more successful in Krishna's service. That's it, Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Great. Thank you so much, Mataji. Any other points, dear devotee?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, okay. Hare Krishna. So, Prabhu, I like the point, like, even if our endeavor is not always successful, because it is done for Krishna, by nature it become nice. So we have nothing to do with material concentration. I like that point, Prabhu. If we may think like if we can do it or not. So in that situation, we can always be confident that if, even though we may be successful or not successful, but still we are trying for something for Krishna, and we don't have to do any material consideration when we serve Krishna or when we serve the do some service to Prabhupada. It is nothing like result doesn't matter. Our endeavor is the only thing. So as he always says, that is also emphasizing. I like that point also, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So that is, whatever we do little thing, it is always stays. Neha Abhikramana Sosti Pratyavayo Navidyate. It will never ever be lost. It will always be there. And it is so blissful and happy and precious. So that is my takeaway from this one. Very beautiful. And Prabhupada also mentioning about the Mayapur temple. So we shall purchase a piece of land there. It will be your charge for constructing a temple in grand scale there. So which is now going on very beautifully. The Mayapur temple. We are practically seeing, and Prabhupada also mentions in the here for the establishing a center in the Paris. So here temples are constructing in big cities, and also it needs to expand to the villages as well. So that is also very important because people comes from the villages to the towns for the sake of livelihood, to earn their livelihood. But if they have got Krishna conscious there in the villages, they do not have to travel when they have got full knowledge. So that is further for the next generations to take that opportunity and spread Krishna consciousness. It is very easy to spread in the villages. People immediately, it is like a hot cake. Their consciousness is mostly bit purer than the people who are in the towns and cities. And if they are changed very quickly, and we can spread this Krishna consciousness very fast, like it happened when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was traveling all over the world, especially in the South India. So, and also Nityananda Prabhu, and also they were preaching in the northern part of India, like Bangladesh, those areas. So, this is especially needs to start from the villages. Villages are the heart of the country. But in the whatever we do, hard work in the cities and towns, it would give very the results may not be fructified, we may not see very quickly, it will take some time. But when we go do these kind of things in the villages, we would see the results in short duration of time. They're already having that knowledge. But what is happening? They are being changed, they are being trained with the modern education. And that is not good. But when they have got the right education in the right time, then they do not have to travel to the cities unnecessarily. So that is also equipped all these villages also with the Krishna consciousness movement. It is for for our generations and next generations to take on. That is my takeaway about the centers, and as Prabhupada mentions. Any other points, dear devotees? So if there are no other points, then from the announcements point of today, we have got book distribution at Kingsbury Station with Antaranga Prabhuji. And if any dear devotees, if you are just going for prasadam, for the lunch prasadam to Meena Mataji's home, please Meena Mataji know. That's all, and have a blissful day with distributions. That's all from me, from the updates perspective. And dear devotees, if you have got any further updates, please share. Otherwise, we conclude this one and continue with the Shloka learning, Srimad Bhagavatam Shlokas. Hare Krishna. Okay, then we shall move to Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, second chapter. In the last session, last Sunday, we have learned Ato vai kavyo nityam bhaktim paramaya muda Vasudeve bhagavati kurvanti atma prasadani. So in the past, there were so many intelligent people. They have rendered a devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead with so much of happiness. Bhaktim paramaya muda, nityam bhaktim, kavayo nityam all the time. Vasudeve bhagavati kurvanti atma prasadani. So this is enlivening to the self, atma prasadani. So this is Sutu Goswami saying the summary to the Saunakadi sages. And then further, he is going to say, this very beautiful verse, that this material world is being controlled by the three deities or three gunas. That is mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. And for each mode of goodness, Vishnu is the deity, and mode of passion, Brahma is the deity, and mode of ignorance, Lord Shankara is the deity. So likewise, even the Supreme Personality of Godhead, He is one. He expands Himself into the three deities, and then to control this material universe through the material modes of nature. So, for one's benefit, one has to take only shelter of the Vishnu. Likewise, so the Goswami is saying here, not any other deity, just only Vishnu, who is the deity for the mode of goodness. Okay, so Sattvam Rajastamiti Prakurtir Gunastair Yuktaha Paraha Purusha Eka Ihasa Datte Sityadaye Harivirinchi Hareti Sanyaha Sreyomchi Tatra Kalu Tattva Tanundunam Sihu. It is a big verse. So the transcendental personality of Godhead is indirectly associated with the three modes of material nature, namely passion, goodness, and ignorance, and just for the material world's creation, maintenance, and destruction. He accepts the three qualitative forms of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Of these three, all human beings can derive ultimate benefit from Vishnu, the form of the quality of goodness. Very beautiful one. So can I request dear devotees to take the turns to recite this verse? Sattum rajastama iti prakritehe gunastai युक्तः परः पुरुष एक इहास्य दत्ते स्थित्यादये हरिविरिञ्चि हरेति संज्ञाः श्रेयोंसि तत्र खलु सत्त्वतनोनृणां स्युः. Can I request Jahna Kanya Mataji? Available? Or we go downwards from alphabetical reverse order. Usha Mataji, would you like to go first?
Okay. Sattvam rajastama iti prakriti gunastai yuktah parah purusha eka ihasya dhate स्थित्यादये हरिर्विरेचि हरिते संज्ञः श्रेयांसि तत्र खलु सत्त्वतनूर्नुनाशुः. सत्त्वरजस्तम इति प्रकृतिर्गुणास्तैर्युक्तः परः पुरुष एक इहास्य धते स्थित्यादये हरिर्विरिचे हरेति संज्ञः श्रेयांसि तत्र खलु सत्त्वतनूर्नुनाशुः. सत्त्वं रजस्तम इति प्रकृतिः गुणास्ते युक्तः परः पुरुष एक इहास्य धते स्थित्यादये हरिविरिञ्च हरेति संज्ञः श्रेयांसि तत्र खलु सत्त्वतनूर्नुनाशुः. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna. Very nicely recited. Sattum rajastama iti prakritehe gunasthaiः युक्तः परः पुरुष एक इहास्य धत्ते स्थित्यादये हरिविरिञ्चि हरेति संज्ञाः श्रेयोंसि तत्र खलु सत्त्वतनूनृणां स्युः. Okay, can I request Saranya Mataji next?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Sattvam rajastama iti prakriteirgunastair yukta para purusha eka ihasya datte स्थिति आद्ये हरिविरिञ्च हरेति संज्ञः श्रेयांसि तत्र कालो सत्त्वतनोर्नृणां स्युः. सत्त्वं रजस्तम इति प्रकृतिर्गुणस्तैर्युक्ता परा पुरुषा एक इहास्य दत्ते स्थिति आद्ये हरिविरिञ्चि हरेति संज्ञः श्रेयांसि तत्र कालो सत्त्वतनोर्नृणां स्युः. सत्त्वं रजस्तम इति प्रकृतेर्गुणास्थैर्युक्ता परा पुरुषा एक इहास्य दत्ते स्थिति आद्ये हरिविरिञ्चि हरेति संज्ञः श्रेयांसि तत्र कालो सत्त्वतनोर्नृणां स्युः. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु.
Hare Krishna. Beautifully recited, Mataji. Thank you. Can I request Radha Shekhar Mataji next?
सत्त्वं रजस्तम इति प्रकृते गुणस्ते युक्ता परा पुरुषा एक इहस्य जायते इति अदाये हरिविरिञ्चि हरेति संज्ञान् श्रेयांसि तत्र खलु सत्त्वतनूर्निर्णं स्युः. सत्त्वं रजस्तम इति प्रकृते गुणस्ते युक्ताः पराः पुरुषा एक इहस्य दाते स्थिति आदये हरिविरिञ्चि हरेति संज्ञान् श्रेयांसि तत्र खलु सत्त्वतमोर्निर्णं स्युः. सत्त्वं रजस्तम इति प्रकृते गुणस्ते युक्तः परः पुरुषा एक इहस्य धाते स्थितिः अदाये हरिविरिञ्चि हरेति संज्ञान् श्रेयांसि तत्र खलु सत्त्वतनोर्निर्णं तयोः.
Very beautifully recited, Mataji. Thank you. Can I request Gaurangi Mataji next?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sattva Rajastam iti prakate ragunaste yukta paraha purusai kayasya dhati istitya daye hariviranchi hareti sangyaha sriyamsi tatra phalo sato tanoraninamshu. Satam rajastam iti prakate ragunastair yuktaha paraha purusaika ihasya dhatti stityadaye hariviranchi hareti sangyaha seyamsi tatra khalo satto tanoraninamsyuha. Satam rajastam iti prakate ragunasteya yuktaha paraha purusaika ihasya dhatti stityadaye hariviranchi hareti sangyaha seyamsi tatra khalo satto tanoraninamsyaha. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Very beautifully, very pleasing, Mataji. Thank you so much. Very perfect. Can I request Jahnu Kanya Mataji next? If available. Okay, so we shall go into the verses, those words of the Sanskrit. And the meaning is very straightforward. So Krishna,
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna. I've got a Wi-Fi problem. I could try, yeah.
Yes, Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sattvam Rajastatma iti prakrite gunaste yukta para purasaikai yasyadate Sthiti ayadatiye hari virinchi bharite samjnaha sreyam si tatra kulu sattvatanur nirnam syuhu sattvam rajastama iti prakritir gunaster yukta paraha purushaikaya syadate sthiti adayeri virinchi hareti samjnaha shreyam si tatra kalu sattvatanur nirnam siru. Sattvam rajastama iti prakritir gunaster yukta paraha purushaika ihasyadati sthiti adai hari virinchi hareti samjnaha sreyam si tatra kalu Sattvatanurnam Syu. Hare Krishna, sorry Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Very nice, Mataji.
Thank you.
So this is very beautiful verse. So this is also yesterday I have shared one verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 29, where Kapila also mentions this material world is running under three qualities: goodness, passion, and ignorance. The deities for them, they're acting through those qualities. They are doing their duties with the fear of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So here in this verse, Sotu Goswami says, Paraha Purusha Eka Ihasidatte. Purusha is only one. Purusha Eka. Only one Purusha. Ihasya Datte. He accepted three material this as a deities. He expanded himself into three deities to rule the for the material management of the material universe. Prakrute gunaha. This is Sattvam, Rajas, Tama. So they are for the Sthiti Adaye. Sthiti Adaye, it is mentioned for starting with creation, maintenance, and destruction. Sthiti Adaye. So starting from the creation. Hari Virinchi Hareti Sanyaha. So likewise, he expands. So one has to Shreyamsi Tatra Khalu Sattva Tanundunam Sihu. One has to take the shelter of the Vishnu only for the Shreyamsi, for the ultimate benefit. That is a Sattva Tanoho. That is Sattva Tanoho. Who is that? That is the Vishnu's form, Sattva goodness form. Nunam Sihu. And they can get that benefit from that taking shelter of Vishnu. So likewise to the Goswami saying, so now I request dear devotees, take their turns. So Usha Mataji, would you like to go for this? Sattvam, Rajas, Tama, Iti. So these three, would you like to give a few lines? And also the Sanskrit, if dear devotee, if you have got any questions in the Sanskrit, the pronunciations, and also you can raise these things in the middle whenever you get a chance. Yes, Mataji. So Sattvam, Rajaha, Tamaha, Iti.
Sattva means goodness. It just is like a three gunas, like the Sattva, Raja, and Tamas. Raja is passion, and Tama is the darkness of ignorance. Okay, the Vishnu is the goodness, and it's the three deities you can pray. Then Raja is Brahma, and darkness is the Lord Shiva. So like the three prakritis of the material nature. And whoever like they praying the Vishnu is like go. Is it people like that? Then he will praise the Vishnu is a mode of goodness, and then like people have worship the mode of goodness, and then some a mode of passion, some mode of tamas. Basically,
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. So this is Sattva. So this is Krishna has explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Sattva, Rajoguna, and Tamoguna. So all these, any activities, the thinking, the intelligence, the determination, and the person. So everything is categorized into three: Sattvam, Rajaha, Tamaha. Okay, thank you, Mataji. And can I request Saranya Mataji? So for the next half of this, Prakritehe Gunaha Tayyuktaha. Up to here.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Prakrite of material nature, guna qualities, thai by them, yuktaha associated with. So these three material modes of nature like goodness, passion and ignorance, thus of the material nature, these qualities by them associated with. So it is like associated with these gunas, Krishna has created another thing. So it is just the starting of the sentence, like associated with these qualities by them, associated with by these three qualities of material nature. Is that Prabhu? Like the continuation will be in the next sentence, right?
Yes, Mataji. So this, yes, you have explained correctly. These three qualities, they associate with the material nature all the time.
Yes.
So this one, Yattat Trigunam Avyaktam Nityam Sad Asad Atmik Nityam Sad Asad Atmakam Pradhanam Prakritim Prahuhu Abhishesham Visheshavat. So this one comes from the Samkhya philosophy that Kapila Bhagavan explains. This is Nityam Sat Asad Atmakam. They are all associated with this material nature. Yattat Trigunam Avyaktam Nityam Sad Asad Atmakam Pradhanam Prakritim Prahuhu. Pradhana means before the manifestation. That is called Pradhana. And there are no amalgamation of these energies. They are separately existing as a whenever we are cooking any kind of dish. So we have got all the raw materials without just as they are. And later on, when we mix it and then we fry it, then only it will turn into very nice, beautiful. That is Prakriti. Before that, it is Pradhana. Pradhanam Prakritim Prahuhu Avishesham Visheshavat. Before that, Avishesham, later on, Vishesham. That is the unmanifested state is Pradhana. And Prakriti is Vishesham. This is Prakrite Gunais Tai Yuktaha. Whenever these material modes of nature, they are always associated with the material nature. That's goodness and passion and ignorance. Thank you so much, Mataji. So that is association. Okay, so can I request Radha Sevaka Mataji? Paraha Purusha Eka Ihase Dhatte. This is Purusha. So here on the bottom there is a dot. It is pronounced Sha. So sometimes when the dot is on the top, it is called Sa. Like here, this is Sa. This is Sha. And whenever it is here, yes, here, Sa. It is a flat Sa. This is Sha and it's Sa. So Paraha Purusha Eka Ihasya Dhatte. Yes, Mataji.
So Purusha, the personality, and then Purusha Ekaha, one, one, and then Iha Asya of this material world, and Dhate accepts. So the so Lord Purusha, so there's only one Purusha, everything else is Prakriti. For this material world, Lord is so kind that he accepts. And then obviously it's going to go into the three forms of. So yeah, like Purusha, the personality. So this wonderful personality that we talk about every day, Krishna, because he's so kind, and because in this material world, these three tattvas are, these three gunas are, they affect the material nature, and then in effect they affect us. Lord is so kind that for these three different gunas, he um he he accepts different roles, one of creation, one of, so obviously this is the next bit of destruction, and one of maintenance, just because that is the only way that we, not the only way, but we main, that's his connection. So he creates this for us, he maintains it for us, and he obviously destroys it. So it's like a small child. I don't know, it's not like a small child, but obviously it's Lord. But it, the analogy is some, you make something out of Lego or something, and then you put life into it, and you look after it, you maintain it, and then you, when there's no necessity, there's no need for it, it goes, or it becomes self-destructive or what have you, it then wraps up and it goes back into him. And that's our connection, because he is he is the source of everything. It helps us to, it's a different, it's another link, it's another medium we have to connect to him through his creation, through his maintenance, through being grateful for the maintenance that he provides us, through even the fact that he is the main creator, understanding that this is a beautiful creation of his also, like everything is beautiful about him. But then understanding that people get entangled in this, and then the way to come out of it again is by reconnection. So whether you're connected to Lord Brahma or Lord Shiva or he himself, Lord Vishnu, it ultimately will lead back to Krishna. So it's his he's created this for us because we wanted to live separately without him and enjoy and be the mini creator. So he's created this so we can do that, but ultimately that will wrap up, and ultimately we will go back into him. And so we don't get entangled by these gunas. He's so kind that he still gives us mediums. He still gives us a way that we can reach him and not get lost. Yeah, that's what I get from it.
Thank you, Mataji. Yes, no, Kanya Mataji, you want to do something on the screen?
Sorry?
So you're requesting remote control. You
No,
want it?
no. The thing come up and I didn't know what to do. I just press it. I'm having problems with my.
Thank you. Okay, so here, Paraha Purusha is the only who is transcendental, not belongs to the material world. Paraha Purusha, a person belongs to the spiritual world. Eka, he is only one person. There are no second. is the only one. Iha Siddhati, he comes to this material world and expands into Sattva, Rajaha, Tamaha, three qualities. So why he has come? So here, generally, this is not the Lord's thing. It is for the living entities. Living entities, they are fall into number of different consciousness, but giving opportunity to equally to all the living entities, he expands. There are people in the mode of ignorance, people in the mode of passion, people in the mode of goodness. So for each stage, it is for their elevation. Conditioned souls, they need to elevate their consciousness, understanding that they belong to the supreme, the transcendental world, not to the material world. So people in the mode of ignorance, they take the shelter of Lord Shiva. People in the mode of passion, who has got more desires, they take the shelter of Brahma. And in the mode of goodness, they will take the shelter of Vishnu. So this is an opportunity for the conditional souls. So the Lord has taken those three roles in this material world for the benefit of the conditioned souls. Ihasya Datte. So here, people like Krishna has explained in the 14th chapter and also 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the three kinds and how people are taking their devotional service, and also Bhakti Yoga Bhamini Margaihi. There are three kinds of bhakti also. Three kinds of bhakti. So with the violence and also with foolishness, and if they are going to the Lord in that mode, that is in the bhakti, in the mode of ignorance. And with so many desires, they are worshipping the Lord. Bhinna Drugbhav Yasha Aishwaryam Eva Achadavaccha Yejhomam Prudagbhavaha Sarajasaha. And if they are taking with so many desires, if they are approaching and rendering service to the Lord, it is mode of passion. And karma nirhara muddhisya, and just to stop all these material activities and they take shelter of the Lord, it is in the mode of goodness. So this is for the conditioned souls. The Lord is so merciful, as Mataji mentioned. So it is, he accepts those three roles. Thank you so much, Mataji. Can I request Jafnakanya Mataji? Sthiti Adaye Hari Virinji Hareti Sanyaha. So this complete line, third line.
Iti samjnaha shreyamsi. Is that it?
The third line. Sthiti Adaye Hari Virinji Hareti Sanyaha. The third line.
Oh, third line. Okay. Sriti Adyahari Virinchi Hariti Samjnaha. So what it's saying here, that we are actually, we cannot avoid, if you're fortunate enough to be given the birth in the spiritual world, you cannot avoid the three modes of material nature, and we come with different individual features. So you are in that world and you live with the three modes of material nature because the Lord's ordained you to be in that position. So he's fortunate or unfortunate, it's your choice. Because if you're fortunate enough, you would actually take to the mode of goodness. But if you think you're fortunate enough in the other two modes, you will choose those, and then you might end up in a real difficult position. But in the mode of goodness, you are actually aiming towards Lord Vishnu, the personality of Godhead. However, you will have to be ultimately conscious of your effort and actually serve the Lord in a way that He's pleased with you, and so you can reach the ultimate goal of taking shelter of Vishnu. And what does it say? Different feature. So the bit about stiti adiyi. So yeah, so there is like you have Krishna, and he has ministers like Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, and they're there to help you, guide you towards that, if you choose that area of directions. Sorry, Prabhu, I'm not prepared, obviously, but that's what I gather. So you get the ultimate benefit by doing this, because you are choosing the goodness and you get the taste of goodness. So you reach the Lord, where it's like the I always think about what Prabhupada said. If you want the honey, you do not lick the lid of the honey or all around it. You have to be able to make that effort to open the jar of the honey, and really you'll get the sweetness of it. You get a pure taste of the honey. Hare Krishna, sorry. Material nature, you cannot avoid it. You're born in it. It's part of, it's like a test. See, which one would you choose? You've given the freedom of being a human being. So which one would you choose? Mode of goodness, mode of passion, or mode of darkness? And then also, you said about the different kinds of bhakti. Yeah, there's 3 kinds of bhakti too. Is that level of bhakti? And whether you choose the violence, you have desire for the goodness. And anyway, it also points to we are very attracted to the darkness and passion, but it's again our choice to take the goodness, and you will really taste the sweetness of being with the Lord, alongside with the Lord, serving the Lord more fully in 100% action, and gain liberation. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. So it is very beautiful, beauty of the Lord's compassion towards the conditioned souls. So Sthiti Adaye, for the matter of creation, maintenance, and destruction. So the Lord accepts as a Hari, the Vishnu, Virinchi as a Brahma, Hara, it is the Lord Shiva. Iti, this way, Sanyaha, these 3 different features for maintaining Sattva, Sattvam, Rajaha, Tamaha. These are the 3 qualities and 3 deities for them. So all these 3, they are coming from the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. This is Yova Aham Cha Girshasya Vibhu Swayam Cha इति उद्भव प्रलय हेतव आत्ममूलम भित्वा त्रिपाद बहुरुद एक गुरु प्रभुः तस्मै नमो भगवते भुवनध्रुमाय. So this is Bhonadhrumaya. The Lord one, and he expands into 3 for the maintenance, for creation, maintenance, and destruction. So he is the Bhonadhrumaya, root of this Bhona, 14 Bhonas, or the 14 planetary systems. Okay, so that is Sityade Hari Virinchi Hareti Sanyaha. Shreyomshi Tatra Kalu. Garinge Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Shreyomshi Tatra Kalu.
Shreyamsi Tattva Khalu. Shreyamsi, ultimate benefit, Tatra daring, Khalu, of course, yes. CMC is unlimited benefit for us, Tatra, there unlimited benefit if we worship Godhead, so we get CMC unlimited benefit. Then Nisandeha, Nisandeha, Nisandehaya, Kalu. Kalu is of course, yes. If we believe Godhead, so we get unlimited benefit and there, yeah, that's it, Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mataji. So that is very beautiful. If you wanted to derive the ultimate benefit, there are two kinds of benefit. One is Shreya and another one is Priya. Priya is the which is pleasing immediately, that would fulfill our desires. Shreya is the long term. And Prabhupada used to compare whether you are a mother's child or father's child. So mother immediately fulfills the needs of feeding and looking after and giving the happiness to the child immediately. This Priya. But father, he is looking after the child's future. So he has got a longer vision. So that is Shreya. So this is once again that's a different topic, but the Shreya is always the eternal benefit for the living entity. In order to derive that ultimate benefit. Thank you, Mataji. Usha Mataji, and can I request this Satvatanoho? Satvatanoho. Usha Mataji, you are muted again.
Sorry, Prabhu.
Satvatanoho, would you like to give?
Sattva, Sattva is the same like a goodness, and Tanoho is a form. Sattva, Tanu, the form of goodness or some. It's the same like that one, but more before we started the sloka, the Sattva is the goodness, and same is the
Yes.
Sattva.
Yes, Mataji.
Goodness. Yes, Guru, yeah. Sattva is a goodness. And Tano is a form. It's not form.
So this here,
Mhm.
Shreyamsi Tattvakalu Satvatanoho. So the Lord, for the mode of goodness, he accepted Vishnu. Vishnu is the body of goodness.
Goodness.
Sat,
Okay.
his body is pure goodness. That is Vishnu. So this is indicating to Vishnu's form. Okay, thank you, Mataji. And can I request Saranya Mataji to go pronounce you?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Nranam Siva, Nranam of the human being, Sivu derived. So it's like for the human beings to derive the ultimate benefit, they have to take shelter of the goodness form of Krishna, that is Vishnu. So it is like the ultimate God, Eka Purusha, like the Supreme Personality, one God, for the maintenance, creation, maintenance, and destruction. of the three modes of material nature, like goodness, passion, and ignorance. For maintaining these three modes of material nature, that one God, Eka Purusha, created, um, uh, expanded, or expanded into Brahma, Shiva, and Vishnu. So, for human beings to get ultimate benefit, they have to take, of course, they have to take shelter of the goodness form, that is Vishnu. So that is of the human being is derived. Nirnam of the human beings derived. So ultimate benefit is derived when they take shelter of the goodness form, that is Vishnu, Lord Vishnu. Is it so, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji. So that is perfectly explained. So here Krishna in the form of Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. So some people, they do not have much knowledge in the ignorance. So they go to Lord Shankara and he kindly accepts like all the both the Preta, Pishachas, Koshmandas, all these Guhikas. They are in the mode of ignorance. So Lord Shankara, to give happiness to them, he stays in the, where does Lord Shankara lives? Anyone?
In the graveyard?
The Himalayas in Mount Kailash.
Yes,
Yeah,
in the grave.
Kailash.
Even the Lord is in the Kailash, but here to give shelter and happiness to the foolish or the living entities who are in the ignorance, who doesn't have a material body. For them, Lord Shankara kindly, with so much of compassionate, he lives in the graveyards. And he just dances Bhasma Gunta Amala Rukmadevu Devastribihi Pasyati Devaraste. So it is he is always in the graveyard. Always in the graveyard. And his hair has been scattered and he dances for the pleasure of these conditioned souls. Because if the Lord doesn't give shelter to those living entities, then what is their position? A father is always kind. Like a father, in the morning, he wakes up early morning and do all his prayers in the mode of goodness. And the daytime, go to office, that is mode of passion. And the evening, he comes to home and play with the children, just like acting like a small horse. And children go on top of back of the father and then play. That is to give pleasure to the children. Different, like why Lord Shankara, he is the shelter for all these people in the mode of ignorance. And many like demonic people and people, so many people, they go to like a Kala Bhairava, different way they worship Lord Shankara. He is their consciousness. Their consciousness is not yet developed, still in that mode of ignorance. And so once they fulfill their desires, by any chance, but what is the Lord Shankara does? He is always in the meditation. He is always worshipping Sankashana in the mode of Sankar. So there are deities, Lord Shankara, Brahma, and also Chandra and Vasudeva. Chandra is the moon god who influences the mind. Lord Shankara is the for the ego. To curb the ego, one has to go to Lord Shankara. And for the mode of passion, Lord Brahma. So they influences like, and also Brahma, he influences the intelligence. That is Pradyumna and then Brahma and then intelligence. Mind, Chandra, and then so this is the Aniruddha, mind, and Chandra. So that is one thing. Sankashana and then mode of ignorance are Bhutendriya Manomayam and then Lord Shankara. So this is how, and then pure consciousness, that is Krishna, Vasudeva, pure consciousness, that is Krishna. So these are the different states that we need to understand. These are the technical tattvas. And here, but giving an opportunity to all the conditioned souls, so the Lord accepts in this way three material modes of nature. But living entity should not stay at only the ignorance, because deity is there. He has to elevate his consciousness to mode of passion, later on mode of goodness, and then complete Shuddha Sattva. Sattvam Shuddham Vasudeva Siddhitam Yadi Yate Yat Tatra Puman Apavritah. So this is Lord Shankara. He is always in the deep meditation with the Vasudeva. And as soon as he just relishes in his meditation, he feels so much of happiness. That's what he speaks to his wife, Sati Devi. Lord Shankara speaks to Sati Devi whenever he was asking about the Daksha. Daksha was when entering into the Daksha Sabha. At that time, Lord Shankara was sitting there, and then he did not open the eyes. And all other demigods, they would stand up when Daksha was entering, but not Lord Shankara. So at that time, Daksha took that one as an offense, because Daksha's daughter Sati Devi, and here Daksha is considering Lord Shankara as his son-in-law. Because even though I'm coming, my son-in-law did not wake up and he did not give me any respect. That's what he thought. But later on, Lord Shankara says this to Sati Devi. I was in that meditation with Lord Vasudeva. Sattvam Shuddham Vasudeva Siddham Yadi Dev Tatra Puman Apavritah. So likewise, he explains that one. That is the Vasudeva. One has to come to that position, that is step-by-step elevation of the consciousness, and whenever completely purified, it is Krishna, called Krishna consciousness. So here Nrunam Yuhu, so one has to this human being, they get the highest benefit. Shreyomsi Tatra Kalu Sattva Tanu Nrunam Yuhu, by taking the shelter of the Vishnu. That is their ultimate benefit. They will get ultimate benefit. They will get it. So likewise, so the Goswami is saying here. So hope all the devotees are familiar with this one. Now I request dear devotees once again recite this verse, and then if there is time, then we will see the Bhagavad. So can I request who wanted to go first?
Prabhu, can I go first because I need to leave?
Yes, Mataji, please.
Sattvam rajastama iti prakrite gunate yuktaha parapurusa eka ihasya date titihi adaya hari virinchi hareti samna shreyamsi tatra khalo sattva taror nirnam shriyu.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So very beautifully recited, but yeah, it is a long verse to remember, a bit tricky, but it is possible.
Sorry, which S's did you say again? Shreyamsi.
So just I said, so this verse is longer verse. It is to remember this verse. It is a bit tricky, but it is possible to remember.
Oh, yeah.
You wanted to try without looking at Mataji, or?
Okay, I'll try. Sattvam Rajastama iti pakrite gunaste yuktaha paraha purusha eka ihasya dhate titihi adaye hari virinchi hareti samgnan Shreyamsi tatra khalu sattva tanur nirnam shriyo. I had to eat.
Mataji, thank you.
I'll try to remember it.
Yeah, that is trying and endeavor is important. Whether we know it or not, that is secondary. I have tried it or not, that is primary.
Oh, I'm going to have to go. Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Krishna, are you going to the
The manna,
Harinam?
yeah. Because the kids have got the show today for the parents show.
So are you going?
Yes, I'm going now.
Okay. Are you going to be at the temple? And because can't nowhere can I get there today. I just wondered if anybody's can give me a lift.
I can give. Where do you live, Mataji?
No, I'm not coming to my house from the temple.
So
Oh, you're going straight there?
I'm going straight to the temple, yeah. And then I've got to.
Oh,
then
the
I'm gonna-
temple, yes. What time are you going to be at the temple?
I'll be at the temple, so I need to hopefully for 9.
Oh,
Half
that's a bit.
9.
All right.
Yeah, I need to set up for my group and everything.
Hurry. Oh well, what time you leaving the temple? Sorry, everybody.
No, yeah, I'm gonna go to Wimbledon to do book distribution with one Mataji, so I'm gonna leave straight after.
Okay, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Yeah,
Sorry. I thought you were going with the group.
Yeah, I wanted to. I thought that was yesterday, so I kind of double booked. Yeah.
Haribo.
Mataji, do you know where I can get books from? Sorry. I
Yes,
paid
you speak to Antaraga Prabhu.
Antaranga. Okay, great. Thank you,
Or you can. There's a contact number for David.
David. Okay.
David Prabhu. Yeah, you can ask at the temple. They'll point you to him. David. He'll give you.
Fab. Okay, thank you.
Haribo.
Haribo.
Sorry, Prabhu. So sorry to everybody else.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, Usha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Would you like to go?
Okay, Prabhu, I can first look and then maybe try without looking. सत्त्वरजस्तमो इति प्राकृतैर्गुणास्ते युक्ता परः पुरुष एकयास्य दत्ते स्थितया दये हरिविरिञ्च हरेति संज्ञः श्रेयांसि तत्र खलु सात्वतनुर्गुणास्युः सत्त्वरजस्तमिति प्राकृते गुणस्ते इति गुणस्ते युक्ता परपुरुष एक इहास्य दत्ते. Sorry, Prabhu, I don't remember the more.
Mataji.
Sorry, Prabhu, I don't remember this. I just remember first 2 lines.
Yes, Mata, very nice, Mataji. So can just speak whenever you want. Yeah.
So I can look and by Prabhu going finish it. स्थित्यातये दये हरिविरिञ्च हरेति संज्ञः श्रेयांसि तत्र खलु सत्त्वतनुना शिवम्.
Very nice, Mataji. Good try. Thank you. Saranya Mataji, would you like to go?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I will try.
Yes, ma'am.
Sattvam rajas tama idi prakrite gunastair yukta para purusha ega ihasya dathe sthiti adye hari virinchi hareti samnya shreyamsti tatra kalo sattva dhanor nranamsi. I will try reciting. Sattvam rajas tama idi prakriter gunastair yukta para purusha ega ihasya datte titi adiye hari virinji haredi sapne shreyamsti tatra kalu sattva tanor pranamsi. Hare Krishna Prabhu, I found it difficult to.
Yeah, it is very nice, Mataji. It is a very good try. If you want to go ahead, once more, you can go.
Sattvam rajas tama idi prakrite gunastair yukta para purusha ega ihasya dathe sthiti adye hari virinji haredi sapnya shreyamsti tatra kalo sattva thanur nranamsi. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mataji. Okay. Jahna Kanya Mataji, would you like to try without looking? Or we can take.
No, Prabhu, I haven't learned it. So can I just look?
Yes.
Is
Yes.
that all right? Sattvam rajastama iti prakritir gunaster yukta paraha purushaya shaikhasyadhate stitiyadiye hari virinchi hariti samjnaha shreyamsi tatra kalu sattva tanur nirnam syu Sattvam rajastama iti prakritir gunaster yukta para purushayaka yasyadhate sritiyadiye hari virinchi hariti samjnaha shreyamsi tatra kalu sattva tanur nirnam suyuhu Sattvam rajastama iti prakritir gunaster yukta para purusha ekayasyadhate stitiyadai hari virinchi hariti samjnaha shreyamsi tatra kalu sattva tanur nirnam suyuhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, very beautiful Mataji. It is very nice try. So this is small tries. We will remember these verses forever. Either we know we have learned it at this time or not, but we will remember the meaning and we know where this verse is and we will immediately quote this verse whenever needed. Okay, so there is one paragraph. It's a big paragraph. Can I request any dear devotees to read this? Let us see what Prabhupada has given here.
Shall I have a go, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji, please.
The Lord Sri Krishna, by his plenary parts, should be rendered devotional service, as explained above, is confirmed by his statement. Lord Sri Krishna and all his plenary parts are Vishnu Tattva, or the Lord of Godhead. From Sri Krishna, the next manifestation is Baladeva. From Baladeva is Sankarsana, and Sankarsana is Narayana. From Narayana, there is second Sankarsana, and form this Sankarsana, the Vishnu Purusha avatars. The Vishnu, or the deity of the quality of goodness, in the material world is the Purusha Avatara known as Shirodaksha Sri Vishnu or Paramatma. Brahma is the deity of Raja, passion, and Shiva of ignorance. They are the three departmental heads of the three qualities of the material world. Creation is made possible by Brahma's quality of passion and his endeavor. It is maintained by the goodness of Vishnu, and when it requires to be destroyed, Lord Shiva does it by the Tandavan Tandavartya. The materialist and the foolish human beings worship Brahma and Shiva respectively, but the pure transcendentalists worship the form of goodness. Vishnu in his various forms. Vishnu is manifested by his millions and billions of integrated forms and separated forms. The integrated forms are called Godhead, and the separated forms are called the living entities or the jivas. Both the jivas and the Godhead have their original spiritual forms. Jivas are sometimes subjected to the control of material energy, but the Vishnu forms are always controllers of the energy. When Vishnu, the personality of Godhead, appears in the material world, he comes to deliver the conditioned living beings who are under the material energy and under the material energy. Such living beings appear in the material world with the intentions of being lords, and thus they become entrapped by the three modes of nature. As such, the living entities have to change their material coverings for undergoing different terms of imprisonment. The prison house of the material world is created by Brahma under instruction of the personality of Godhead. And at the conclusion of Kalpa, the whole thing is destroyed by Shiva. But as far as maintenance of this prison house is concerned, it is done by Vishnu. As much as the state prison house is maintained by the state, anyone there who wishes to get out of this prison house of material existence, which is full of miseries like repetitive birth, death, disease, and old age, must please Lord Vishnu for such liberation. Lord Vishnu is worshipped by devotional service only. If anyone has to continue prison life in the material world, he may ask for relative facilities for temporary relief from the different demigods like Shiva, Brahma, Indra, and Varuna. No demigod, however, can release the imprisoned living being from the conditioned life of material existence. This can be done only by Vishnu. Therefore, the ultimate benefit may be derived from Vishnu, the personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Very beautiful purport. Very enlightening.
It is, but a lot to remember who is who. Prabhu, the Vishnu, to worship him is a different set of worshipping, isn't it? But he's called the personality of Godhead still.
Yes,
So
Mataji.
it's a bit confusing for me. I've always been confused with Vishnu and personality of Godhead.
So Vishnu, when Krishna expands himself, it is Samana Dharma. Deeparchire vihi dasantaram abhipetya Deepayate vivruta hetu Samana Dharma. Like one lamp lights another lamp, there are thousands of lamps. All give the same light, but the first light is still there. That is first light is Krishna, and Vishnu all remaining all the lamps. But there is no difference between what is first lamp, what is second lamp. So
All right. So I'm just thinking Vishnu in the position you just described is just like a demigod because that's what they do. They follow the instructions of Krishna.
yes, so here, even though he is in the Vishnu form, he knows he is the main, he is the super soul, he is aware of. So there is no difference between his swamshas. These are all Purusha avatars and Krishna's swamshas, Purusha expansions. There is no difference. When there are Kala avatars and then Shaktya-vesha avatars, and likewise there are so many other things, Manvantara avatars like that. So Vishnu, even though the Lord comes as Vishnu, so he is always knows that he is in that role, but he also knows that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But he doesn't claim that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead when there is a Krishna. So because Krishna is there, but whenever any of lower living entities to show them, then Vishnu claims that I'm the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So because there is no difference between Krishna and Vishnu.
So he is alongside Krishna.
Yes.
And
there is
but
no
at this,
difference.
yeah. So and I was thinking about this the sacrifice you have to make to Vishnu. It's only through fire sacrifice, isn't it?
Yes, Mataji. So he is the Yajna Purusha. Even when Krishna was saying, Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Hriddeshe Junatistati. So he is mentioning the Vishnu there. So
But what if you don't do fire sacrifice? Does that mean you're not qualified to be closer to Vishnu?
So Vishnu, the the Yajnas, he is called Yajna Bhokta. Vishnu is the Yajna Bhokta. He is also called Yajna. And one of his incarnations as the son of Akuti and Ruchi, it is Yajna, and who is the deity for all these um, yajnas and sacrifices. In the Kruta Yuga or Satya Yuga, people used to meditate through their tapasya, and in the Treta Yuga, they used to perform sacrifices to please Vishnu. And through please Vishnu in the Satya Yuga, they used to do meditation, tapasya. And in the Dwapara Yuga, deity worship to please Vishnu. And in the Kali Yuga, it is the Sankirtana Nama Yajna. So this is number of ways. So here everything is for the pleasing Vishnu. We know because Vishnu is easily available here in this universe, we all know. But Krishna is the Purusha, Paraha Purusha, Eka Ihasirte, Paraha Purusha. He is in the transcendental world. But at the same time, sometimes we may know or we may not know. We have to approach the scriptural injunctions. But Vishnu, he is known by many people. Even when we talk about Krishna, they say Krishna is the Vishnu avatar, one of the 10 Dasa avatars, like that, they say. So people are aware of Vishnu, many people. So
the position of Vishnu is alongside Krishna, or he deputizes for Krishna.
he's deputized for Krishna.
Yeah, oh right, that makes sense. Yeah, so that's why when Krishna is not there, he's in the personality of Godhead.
Yes.
Thank you, Prabhu. Sorry if I offend anybody keeping asking these questions.
No,
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Can I add something?
Yes, Mataji, please.
So it is like Krishna and Vishnu. When we say it to easily understand, we can say with an example. So it's like if a policeman, he is in the office, that is Vishnu, and if he is in the home, that is Krishna. So in the home, he may play with his kids, or he may crack jokes with the friends and family. He's in a relaxed mode, that is Krishna. But when he is in office, he will be like duty bound. So it is like he will do the duties, like, so there it is like no one will crack jokes with a policeman, so there will be like respect. So it is like a respect, and he is duty bound there. So that is Vishnu. So it is like when Krishna comes as a in the universe, in taking charge of the universe, it is like Vishnu. In the Vaigunda, it is like Krishna that is Aishwarya Dama. So it is like the respect is the most prominent thing. But in the Goloka Vrindavana, when it is Krishna, is as the person. So we can have friendship, or we can see Krishna, that five things, like as a parental affection, or as a loving affection, as a friend, or all that relationships are there in the Goloka Vrindavana, where Krishna is as a person. But in Vishnu form, Krishna is as an officer. When he come to office, that person don't behave as a person behave in house. So Krishna is the person, the sweet personality where we can have relationship with. But the Vishnu is the officer, or where he deals with the material affairs, material things. So why people are saying like Krishna is the incarnation of Vishnu means, in the in the material universe, we know that in the Sheda Dviba, Kshirodakashayi Vishnu is lying down. So Kshirodakashayi Vishnu is taking care of the universe. So whenever there is some difficulties, all these demigods, they go to Vishnu in the Shweta Dviba, and they go and consult Vishnu, and they are saying like, we are suffering from this thing, this demon is causing us this issue. So all these universal affairs are taken care by this Kshirodakashayi Vishnu. So they go and say there, and Kshirodakashayi Vishnu say, okay, I will take care of that thing. So when they say that, and when we read in the stories, we think that Vishnu is actually doing that. But there is upper, that Vaikunta is there, above that this Goloka Vrindavana. So from that, Krishna is doing everything. But when we see this only from the lower part, we see that Vishnu is doing everything. So about that, there is Krishna. So when we say also there is 64 qualities in Krishna, and we normally say like only Vishnu has only 60 qualities, but it is not right. Like Vishnu demonstrate only 60 qualities. Actually, Vishnu and Krishna has 64 qualities, but Vishnu in office, just like that, in an army man, if he is in the office, he will not show his sweetness there. He will not play as a kid there with the colleagues. So all that nature he don't demonstrate in the office. So like that, Vishnu also has that 64 qualities, but he demonstrate only 60 qualities in the Vaikuntha Vrindavana. All the 64 qualities are shown or demonstrated in the Goloka Vrindavana only. So it is like the person and the person in the action, in the office as well as in the house. So that changes. So actually Vishnu and Krishna are same but different, like one in the office, one in the house. So we are aspiring to please Krishna. We want that personal relationship with Krishna. We are aspiring to go back to Goloka Vrindavana. So we don't have to bother about if we are doing fire sacrifice, or if we are bothering, we are pleasing Vishnu or not. We are directly dealing with the supreme personality as in person. So that is the beauty of Krishna consciousness movement. We are dealing with Krishna. We are offering food to him. We are doing everything directly to Krishna. So we don't have to worry like if we satisfy in Vishnu form, or it's like if we have a personal relationship with the army man, we don't have to go to office, and we don't have to follow the rules and regulation every times, right? So we have the personal relationship that with that officer. So we can just go to his home, and we can just have a chit chat there. So that is the difference. So we don't have to always bother about if we are following the scriptures and all. If we are connected to Krishna through as Prabhat explained, like if we are following this chanting and everything, we are actually having that personal relationship with that person. So we don't have to worry like if we are not able to follow the scriptural injunction of fire sacrifice or others. And also we are doing above that. Actually the chanting, the everything devotional service we do is above all that in this age of Kali. So that is what I just wanted to add, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So wonderfully explained, Mataji. Very beautiful.
Mataji.
It's a perfect explanations. So yeah, so Vishnu also has got all the 64 qualities, but he demonstrates only 60 based on, because he is like in office. He's somewhere or other he's in connection with the material world, but Krishna is pure transcendental. So here Karunadaksai Vishnu, there are so many material universes are coming from here, from his body. This is the explained Karunadaksai Vishnu with his 16 material qualities. It is also explained in the first canto, third chapter, first verse. And then next one is the Garbhodakasai Vishnu. And somewhere other, They are engaged in the material universal affairs. But here Krishna, and here Lord Shankara is outside of the universe also, and then he also came from the face of the Brahma. Here it is the Shankara, and here it is Sadasiva. When he was outside, he is Sadasiva, and here inside he is called Shankara inside. And also here Karnadak Sai Vishnu. Here Garbhodak Sai Vishnu, from his navel Brahma comes and he expands Vishnu, and also Lord Shankara comes from Brahma's face, or in between eyebrows, so he came out Rudra. That is how three deities. And but here Garbhodak Sai Vishnu, he is the source of all other incarnations. Adu Guhitam Avatar Shadaika Bijam. All hundreds of incarnations comes from whenever there is a one need of one incarnation, that comes from Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. And Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu and this universe, it will stay there for Brahma's lifetime. And whenever this universe is about to be destroyed, then Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu enters into Karnadak Sai Vishnu. So likewise, Karnadak Sai Vishnu, from his body, innumerable universes are coming and then merging into his body. Hare Krishna. So likewise, somewhere or other, Vishnu or Karnodak Sai Vishnu or Garbhodak Sai Vishnu or Kshirodak Sai Vishnu, somewhere or other they're in contact with material world. Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Prabhu, is there reference to the where you can find information more about these rankings?
Yes, Mate, so do you see the screen here?
Yeah, but no, you quote where you can read up about the different demigods earlier on when we did the scripture, the verse.
Yes. So here in this chart, there is in the Brahma Samhita, this is one thing. There is a very letters are small. I like that a lot. Let me think.
Yeah, Mataji gave me those. It's good, yeah. But I'm thinking you said there's a in this Srimad Bhagavatam there is a reference.
Yes, Mataji. So that is let me show that one. Okay, so this is one chapter. So this is first canto, chapter 3, and verse number 1. Jugrihe purham Bhagavan Mahadadibihi Sambhutamashod Sekalam Adu Lokasisrukshaya. In the beginning of
131.
Yes, 131.
Thank you, my Prabhu. That's very good. Yeah.
Yeah, and our second verse is also represents the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu.
Yeah, I need to read up more on that because I find it very complex.
Yeah, sure, Mataji.
Thank you. Very interesting. I like Mataji's analogy about the policeman. This is what makes it more understandable for people like me.
Yes, Mataji. That is very beautiful explanation.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. And you also explained it well about the deputizing and the the absence of Krishna, how Vishnu takes part and oversees everything. It's really good. Yeah, thank you, Prabhu. Because when I was a kid, I saw Vishnu laying on a bed of milk, and the ocean of milk, and I used to think, oh, he's sitting doing nothing, and he's got Lakshmi massaging his legs. How can he be God? So there you have it. But you know, a child's mind, you think all sorts, don't you? You develop all sorts of fantasies.
Yes,
Hare
Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So in this context, there is a pastime, like not pastime. Prabhupada always mentioned, like once a foreigner came to India and he visit all the temples and all the areas of India, and he last concluded Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. So everyone was asking why. So he was saying, like, I saw the deity of Shiva, so he has trident and something, and Devi also carries some weapons. All demigods carry some weapons with him, but Krishna is just relaxed and he just carry the flute and he just sing and he just enjoy. So he is the supreme personality of Godhead. He has no duty to perform, he has nothing to perform. So he is the supreme personality of Godhead. He control everything. So that's also Mataji, like even though Vishnu is lying down, he's maintaining the entire universe. He's in the yoga nidra, so by that he always control, maintain everything, but he don't have to do something like with the weapons or with something, because he's the supreme. So that is also matters, like we don't think, say, like they are simply sitting there, so that is not God. So that is Prabhupada mentions many places in his books, like this analogy. This foreign man concluded Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So very nicely explained. So this is Paramatma, and this is Kshirodaksai Vishnu. Paramatma enters into each and every living entity. Does the screen is visible properly?
Beautiful. Yes, thank you. I can see everything now. When it's tiny, it puts me off. Yeah, very good. Amazing. How do I enlarge it? I got a Mataji. I'll speak to Mataji about it to make it visible as that.
There is if you go to the view, and then there is actual size. There is actual size.
And then you zoom it if you want. Yeah.
Yes, Mataji. Yeah.
Thank you, Haribol.
Hare Krishna. So very beautiful pictures, and
Absolutely.
yes, Lord's
Pictures.
glance and Ramadevi. Ramadevi, the shadow is Maya. So his glance directly on the Lakshmi Devi, but Lakshmi Devi's shadow is, this is Durga Maya. That is, in the Brahma Samhita, it is also mentions. Where is that one? The top verse, on the top.
So this Maya Devi I got a deity somebody gave me of that. Is that it's not Durga?
Yes, Mataji, Durga Devi, yes. She
Oh,
is the
right.
shadow.
Yeah, Maya is mother. Yeah, okay. But it's not it's not connected to Maya, this world.
This world, so Durga Devi is the in charge for this world.
All right.
Which is of all these seven, covering 7 layers.
So is Rama Devi the same as Rama's consort is a light, isn't it? Devi is a light. But she's also Vishnu's Devi.
Yes, Rama Devi is the Yesha Prapannavarado Ramayatma Sikcha Yajjat Karishri Gruhita Gunavatara. So this is Rama Devi. Rama, the Lord is always association with the for Rama Devi in engaging the service of the Lord, massaging his legs, and Rama Devi's shadow, it is Durga Devi. So in the material ways, how we can understand is the spirit soul, and when we get a material body, we got some money, and as long as we have got money, the money engages us into activities. I have got money. Dravya Spurana Vijnanam Indriyanam Anugraha. That is the mode of passion. If we don't have money, we simply engage in Lord's service. That's all. If we have money, money would engage us in different activities. You spend money here, go to shopping, go to there and buy this one, do so many things. So I'm just giving a simple example only. So that is material world, that is Maya, which is not permanent.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, so it is once again self-reflections. So this is my understanding only. Okay, so that is beauty of it. That is Krishna consciousness.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you. This picture tells the whole story. I used to get so confused with it.
Yes,
About the
it is.
planetary system, yeah.
Yeah, we shall discuss this Goloka chart for, I think it may need at least 5 sessions to go each and every paragraph, and then what is lotus, and what is the Goloka realm, and what are the descriptions, what are the Chitudhamas, Dharma, the Purusha, and what Dharma, the Kama, and Moksha, and 4 Purushas. This is Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha, and how this Goloka is protected by people or mantras. They are in the form of Manushya, mantras in the form of Manushya, and there are jewels, very beautiful jewels. They are also guarding. If for the conditions also, if they wanted to try with any desires, they will be blocking them there. And these tridents, they are also guarding. That is the Goloka Dham. And like Vaikuntha Dham also, they have got different mantras there. In the middle, the Lord with his consort, and he's all so many. Bhrubanga Lila Matrena Vishnu Kotim Sujatiyaha. So Krishna with his with his glance, so many thousands, millions of Vishnus will be created. Bhrubanga Lila Matrena Vishnu Kotim Sujatiyaha. So that is mentioned in the Brahma Vaivarta Purana. And when he expands into Narayana, he comes here into Vaikuntha, and he, along with all his 400 Chaturbhuja Pashvadas, and then that is the spiritual planet, and then Viraja river. This is Raja, is the passion. If we wanted to cross this mode of passion, we are entering into goodness. That is Viraja, it separates this material world. That is the Karana ocean. Karana is the casual ocean, and where everything Vishnu's, all the 3 Purushas, Vishnu Sutri Nirupani Purushakya Anyuto Viduhu. So there are 3 Purushas. Ekam Jagasrastu Vidiyam Twanda Samsitam. This is Ekam tu Jagat Srastuhu Vidiyam tu Twanda Samsitam. Trutiyam Sarva Bhotastvam. So that is this Paramatma. He enters into each and every living entity. Jnatvat Tan Jnatva Vimuchyate. Who knows these 3 Purushas, they will be completely relieved from this. They can enter into the spiritual realm. Very beautiful those descriptions are given when we really read all these things and understand this picture. Picture speaks so many things. Prabhupada wanted 50 pages out of 400 pages book, as Mataji read the other day.
Yesterday, yes. This is I must say, when I just saw the first time in the Gita class, I actually thought, oh, why do we need to know this? Because I didn't understand it, and it sort of flashed to you with tiny letters, and you think, how am I going to ever digest that? It put me off, and I never liked looking at it. I'm sorry to say, that's being honest. So I avoided it so many years, but it's really nice when you go through it like that, Prabhu and Mataji. Very good. It'd be great if we have a class on it, or when we do, yeah.
Apologies, Mataji. I was speaking in the meeting. So this we shall discuss as soon as we are done with the second canto, 9th chapter, the Chatashloki Bhagavata, and there is one more Vaikuntha description, that Kumara's adventures in the Vaikuntha. That chapter is done. Then we enter into this Brahma Samhita and the Goloka and all this chart. At the time we will understand.
Very nice. Yeah. Wow, very nice. It's all there. Who created this chart, Prabhu? It's amazing.
So this is under Bhakti Vikas Swami Maharaj, the disciples in the Salem temple. So they have created this very beautiful thing. And
How long ago was this?
I think at least this is iskonsalem.com.
Oh wow, yeah.
It seems 2013.
Oh wow. So this has been updated, yeah.
Yeah.
Prabhupada's picture, yeah. Wow, very nice.
It is very beauty of it.
We should get Mataji to present this. She's good at this. Well,
yes.
to help alongside with you. Be the deputy.
Yes, Mataji. Mataji explains very nicely.
She does, yeah. And this is what we need, people like me, because it is, embedded in your mind about the story, the analogy that goes with it is beautiful.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So you're all happy.
Thank you. No,
Mataji, Usha Mataji.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you something about, what was it? There was something about consciousness. That if you don't have the consciousness when you're doing the good mode of goodness, does that mean it's not counted? Because people perform goodness, throughout, and they know it's good, and they go for the goodness and not have consciousness towards Krishna. They know there's a God, but they probably don't call the God Krishna. Yeah, I want to probably look at what consciousness means a bit more in depth. I know what it means in the English version, and what it means to be aware of what you're doing, be aware of people around you, be aware of everything that's happening and what's the meaning of and all that sort of thing. But I don't know totally how I would pinpoint it in our scriptures.
Yes, Mataji. So it is actually consciousness. Consciousness, it is explained in the okay, so just I'll show you this part. It is Vasudeva Vakyam. It is called Vasudeva, pure consciousness. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, Kapaladev Bhagavan, he explains about the natures of that in the 26th chapter. So 26th chapter, fundamental principles of material nature. So here he explains about the ingredients after Supreme Personality of Godhead impregnates material nature with his internal potency, and then he enters and as a consciousness. So pure consciousness or complete serenity, clarity, and freedom from distraction. So this is, let me just show this one. This is Yattat Sattvagunam Swacham Shantam Bhagavataha Padam Yadahuhu Vasudevakyam Chittam Tad Mahad Atmakam. Would you like to read this, Mataji?
Yeah, I'll try. Translation first, yeah?
You can read the verse as well, Mataji.
Okay. Yattat Sattvagunam Swaksham Santam Bhagavata Padam Yadadhur Vasudevakyam Chittam Tam Tanmahad Atmakam. The mode of goodness, which is the clear, sober state of understanding the personality of Godhead, and which is generally called Vasudev or consciousness, becomes manifest in the Mahatattva. The Vasudev manifestation or the status of understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead is called pure goodness or Suddha Sattva. The Suddha Sattva status, there is no infringement of the other qualities, namely passion and ignorance. In the Vedic literature, there is mention of the Lord's expansion as the four personalities of Godhead: Vasudev, Sankarsana, Padiyamna, and Aniruddha. Here, in the reappearance of the Mahatattva, the four expansions of Godhead occur. He who is seated within a supersoul expands first as Vasudev. The Vasudev state is free from infringement by material desires and is the status in which one can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or the objective, which is described in the Bhagavad Gita as Adbhuta. This is another feature of the Mahatattva. The Vasudeva expansion is also called Krishna consciousness, for it is free from all tinges of material passion and ignorance. This clear state of understanding helps one to know the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Vasudeva state is also explained in Bhagavad Gita as Kshetrajna, which refers to the knower of the field of activities as well as the superknower. The living being who has occupied a particular type of body knows that body, but the superknower, Vasudeva, knows not only a particular type of body, but also the field of activities in all different varieties of bodies. In order to be situated in clear consciousness or Krishna consciousness, one must worship Vasudeva. Vasudeva is Krishna alone. When Krishna or Vishnu is alone without the accompaniment of his internal energy, he is Vasudeva. When he is accompanied by his internal potency, he is called Dvarakandisa. Dvarakandisha. To have clear consciousness or Krishna consciousness, one has to worship Vasudeva. It is also explained in Bhagavad Gita that after many, many births, one surrenders to Vasudeva. Such a great soul is very rare. In order to get released from the false ego, one has to worship Sankarsana. Sankarsana is also worshipped through Lord Shiva. The snakes which cover the body of Lord Shiva are representations of Sankarsana, and Lord Shiva is also observed in meditation and Sankarsana. One who is actually a worshipper of Lord Shiva as a devotee of Sankarsana can be released from false material ego. If one wants to get free from mental disturbances, one has to worship Aniruddha. For this purpose, worship of the moon planet is also recommended in the Vedic literature. Similarly, to be fixed in one's intelligence, one to worship Pradyumna,